Hi everyone, welcome to MASH Math. Today we are going to study from chapter 6 Lines and Angles, exercise 6.2, question 2. In figure, if AB is parallel to CD, CD is parallel to EF and Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7, find X. So let's try to understand the question first. In figure, so in the figure we have here, if AB is parallel to CD, this is the AB line, okay. So AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF, and it is given to us the ratio here. What we have to do is we have to find the X value. So already it is given to us the lines are parallel. If lines are parallel, then the pair of angles that are formed will be equal to each other. That's what in the introduction part I have explained to you. Introduction part is very, very important when I taught you about the pair of angles. Pair of angles I taught you. So in summary, let me show you. So the summary of it I'll just explain. Vertically opposite angles, corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, then sum of consecutive interior angle will be 180. And these four pair of angles are equal to each other. When they are equal to each other? When the line is parallel. When lines are parallel and the transversal cuts through, then these pair of angles will be equal to each other. So that we should not forget. Please go through the introduction. So here in the question already it is told, given to us that the lines are parallel. If lines are parallel, then pair of angles that are formed have to be equal to each other. So keeping that in mind, now we will find the value for X. So first of all, let's write down. If you see X and Y, here X and Y is given to us, right? Now this X and Y, if you see, they are on the same side, and what type of angle this is? When same side, it is consecutive interior angle. In the introduction I taught you, when same side, then they are consecutive interior angles. If consecutive interior angle means the sum of consecutive interior angle will be 180. So can we say that X plus Y is equal to 180 degree? You have to mention here because they are consecutive interior angle. This is very important what you write in the bracket. So let's consider this as equation 1. Now next you can see here Y we have, here Z we have. Now can we tell this angle also can be Z, because these two angles are corresponding angles. In the introduction part I have explained to you what is corresponding angles. When you jump one angle, you take this angle, then leave one angle, then the next angle will be corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are also equal to each other. If you take angle 1, then leave 4 and the next angle 1 and 5 will be corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal to each other when the lines are parallel. So same way, now if I take this angle, then I jump this angle, the next angle. So then can we say these two are corresponding angles? So corresponding angles means they are equal to each other. So if this is Z, this also can be Z. Okay, so if that is the case, now look at this. If that is the case, Y plus Z, can we say it is 180 because this is straight line, and then the whole thing will become 180 because straight line, the angle formed is 180, and we call it linear pair angle. So we can write Y plus Z equal to 180 degree because they are linear pair of angles. This we keep as equation 2. So now whenever it is given to you like this, you have to simplify this and get the value of it. Okay, so now what is given to us is, given to us y is to z is equal to 3 is to 7. So this we can write like this ratio form. So y upon 3 equal to constant. Same way z upon 7 equal to some constant. See, when you are dividing, you will get some answer. If you are dividing this, you will get some answer. So y upon 3, z upon 7. We normally write ratio like this. So now this is in division. When it comes here, then y equal to 3k it will become. Because this is in division, when it goes to multiplication. Same way here, z equal to 7k. Okay. So now we have to find out the value of it. So we say that y plus z is equal to 180 because they are linear pair of angles. So from equation 2, let's find out the value for y. So y plus z is equal to 180 degree. We said from equation 2 we are writing, right? Y plus z is equal to 180 degree. So y value is what? 3k. And z value is what? 7k, equal to 180 total 10k equal to 180. Then what will be the k value? 180 upon 10. Because this is in multiplication, when it comes it goes to division. So when you cancel, you will get k value as 18 degree. So we got the k value. Now put that k here. So y equal to 3k. So that means y equal to 3 into k value we know 18. So then y equal to, we get 54. So y value we got, we will not do for z, we don't need to do, because what we are interested is, we are interested to find x. So we want the value of x. So we got the value of y now. Easy now to get the value of x, because x plus y is equal to 180 degree and y value we found out. So put the y value here, we get the x value. So now you can say from equation 1, we have x plus y equal to 180 degree. So x plus y we found out 54. So then x value will be what? So this is in plus, when it comes goes to minus. So then x value we will get 126. That's it. So that is our answer. See, introduction is very, very important. If you understand the introduction part, whole exercise 6.2 is very, very easy. All that you have to do is just give the reason. Whenever you write something, you have to give the reason. This is very important. Without this, your marks will be deducted. That's it. Thank you. God bless you.